Hello there, and welcome to Draw With Me. We are sorry to be a couple minutes late, 8 minutes late, in fact. I'm sorry about that. But it's nice to see you nonetheless. We are in the middle of chaos.
We are al fresco.
We are al fresco. Oh my, your camera's totally low. What's going on here?
Oh no.
Don't worry. Let me fix it. I'll fix you.
Oh no, why is the music
I
starting?
know that. I got it. There we go. Okay. I got you.
Bear with us.
All right, this is you're even worse. Let me fix you. I got you. Babe, I got you.
Okay.
There we go. All right. Sorry. This is the way it's been today, and the way it's been all week. Our house is being painted.
Which is amazing.
We're so happy that it is, but everything is crazy. There's like 6 guys inside now doing stuff, so you might hear noises in the background. I apologize for that, but we're going to draw on anyway, right? We've got to the pen must go on.
We need this is like the 1 hour of sanity that we might have today.
It's relaxing. We did Draw With Me again yesterday. It was also a little crazy. Not as crazy as this, because right now we are outside in our garden. The painters have hung a giant tarp right in front of us
because the sun was like so blasting in. Yeah.
The guys were here the leaf blowers just left, and so the whole place has been chaos. It's just a nightmare.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's good. We're done. And when you see us in the future, we'll be in a much better painted environment.
You'll appreciate our high production values next week, I hope. Yeah.
So anyway, what do we have to talk about today?
Beginning,
yes.
Beginning is on sale for only a few days.
Right.
If you're not on our mailing list, I don't know why you aren't, but we sent an email yesterday. But if you want more details, email me at info@Sketchbook School. You only have a few days for our anniversary sale.
Right. So Beginning is the very first course. If you're new to Sketchbook School, Beginning is the very first course that we ever made. And we are celebrating our 11th year in Sketchbook School, and the 11th year when we released that that course. Yeah, excuse me.
So it's on sale.
There's going to be a lot of this.
And it's out of the arc, so you can't buy it otherwise. So you have between now and Sunday.
Oh my God, this again. So anyway.
I think we should just draw.
Yeah, so anyway, so Beginning is, we're just taking it out of the archive for 4 days, and it will be, we're actually discounting the price of it. It's actually lower than it was in 2014. But if you'd like to, it's called Beginning because it's about beginning your first sketchbook. So you'll find details on our website, sketchbookschool.com. Go check it out. I don't want to spend any more time talking about that right now. I want to figure out how to avoid playing this video every time. So.
The cavalcade of the musical instruments was worth playing again because that was so cool.
It was, but it's not worth hearing over and again every time we come here. So, all right. I don't know. It's just one of those days.
It is what it is.
Does the course have English subtitles? I don't know. Does it?
I don't know either.
It's an early course, so it may not.
It may not.
Yeah.
It's from 11 years ago.
But it does have transcripts, I think. Maybe it does have it. I don't know. I'm sorry. I wish I could answer that because it is an important question. But I don't know the answer to it. So anyway, so today is a kind of a weird reason. Like we were looking up like what are things that happened today, and there's this thing called the March of the Pharaohs that happened in Cairo about in the last 20 years or so, where they were moving a whole bunch of pharaohs from one museum to another, and they all marched down the street, these sarcophaguses and mummies and God knows what. So we thought, okay, so this is called Mummy Day. Mummy Appreciation Day. So I wrote to my mummy and I told her that I appreciated her. She's old, but she's not ancient or Egyptian. So anyway, so today we're going to just draw stuff from ancient Egypt. We've never done that before.
I know. It was like...
It's kind of cool. There's a bunch of stuff that we've pulled up.
It's fun to draw.
We're going to check it out. So we're going to start here with the pharaoh.
Do you want to give people like a general idea of how many you're going to put on your page?
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 6. They're a little complex. I doubt very much that I will get to 6. So let's take our time. Let's enjoy it because there's enough chaos today anyway. And You know, I mean, we could spend the whole time on King Tut. Look at that face. Look at that eyeliner. He looks like J.D. Vance. It's amazing. Anyway, so yes, let's get on.
Oh my
it.
gosh, Mary Gidritis. What brand of underwear did King Tut wear?
Fruit of the Tomb. Hilarious. That is a good one.
Yeah,
Right.
we need puns.
So I'm thinking I'm probably going to use a brush pen today. Haven't done that in a while. Yesterday I painted the Mona Lisa with drawing ink, which was kind of fun. But today I think it's going to be probably simpler. But yes, in fact, somebody said yesterday when we started talking about it, they said metallics.
Yes.
So this is that's a very good thought, which is you could go
glam.
Go glam, right?
Clover.
All right. Let's begin. I'm just going to begin with beginning at the bottom of his crown, and he has like a serpent here. It's a cobra. Never even think of cobras as being particularly Egyptian, but I guess isn't that how Cleopatra killed herself? It was an asp.
I was gonna say yeah.
It was an asp.
We were doing a bit of reading up on ancient Egypt, and the reason was because straight out the gates I was like, well, we have to have a camel, and I said it's funny because we just drew a camel, and we came to find out that camels were not indigenous to ancient Egypt. They came with the Assyrians, I think, and so we realized we may not know all that we thought we did about this topic. And it sure is fascinating. I mean, there's a lot to learn, and we won't cover it all on today's show.
They had slaves to carry them around.
That's true, they did. They did. Ancient civilizations generally had slavery.
Well, we know that Egypt did. It's in the Bible. It's called Exodus. It's in the movie.
You're sort of behind your reference. Okay, there you go.
I'm struggling here.
I wish that I could show a picture of what we are surrounded by.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
It's quite something. There's like a strange,
spray
cranky
gun.
old jalopy. Oh, yeah,
Spray
it's
gun.
probably a motor from their spray. So the painters are, they've tackled the exterior of our house, and now they're working on the interior. It's a big job.
It's taking 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Because we've insisted on them doing all frescoes. So, it's kind of like Michelangelo had to do 2 coats, right?
Funnily enough, we really just wanted everything painted white. Oh, Sang Sob is here.
Welcome.
1 a.m. Hey, how's Friday going?
1 a.m.
I'm not sure I saw any of our regulars from the Philippines today. They often join us from the future. I
The
did see.
Australians?
No, we have a couple of regulars who come from the Philippines. We have some semi-regulars that come from Australia. And Sang Sob, of course, is in Korea. Oh boy.
What?
Somebody said, first time catching you live. Sorry.
Sorry, this is not a good example. Come back next week when we will actually be in the studio. We will be calmer. I will be drawing better and all that. But we'll make do.
Oh boy. Oh, and there comes a big gust of wind.
Pharaohs often have this kind of weird braided chin beard. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, isn't that
braided chin beard?
That's what this is.
Yeah.
Somebody who loves nothing more than drawing a beard. This is a slightly less interesting experience. But how about these ears?
Wow, I just saw somebody from Taiwan and now somebody from Istanbul. How fabulous. Global hug. Oh, Nancy. Nancy has done it.
What?
A man just sold me the Nile. Egypt me. Helen B. from Hong Kong just popped up. Amazing.
It's possible this is going to just turn into old King Tut all the time, but I'm really not happy with my drawing, so maybe I'll abandon it soon.
You know, considering what you are dealing with in the background, the fact that you are broadcasting it all is a small victory, and we should celebrate it.
That's true.
Bulgaria just popped up in the chat. Very cool. You've been drawing an awful lot lately.
I have. I've been drawing at least every day, if not more.
Chris is asking about your brush pen. It is a Pentel brush pen, but you have like a fancy.
Fancy. It's the Waves edition.
Yeah, it's
Waves. This is the normal. This is the normal Pentel brush pen. This is just the same thing, but with a fancier outside.
South Africa just popped into the chat.
Welcome.
Or musical instrument. Piece.
He has a snake around his neck.
Mineral Pass is enjoying our birds. It's true. It's a really
Beautiful
gorgeous day. I mean, it was so hot here last week that we sort of thought maybe, the end was nigh, like summer was happening. We got a little reprieve and actually rained a little bit. And it's just stunning. We got puffy clouds, we have birds, we have blue sky, and I mean, you'll see we're both wearing sweaters.
We've got dogs in cages around us. Dogs tied up, and yeah, it's like a zoo here.
So Mary said, hey.
Easy.
She said, okay, hey, come here, Twiglet, come here. Come here. She said her son is telling her that this beard was knocked off by maintenance workers in 2014. That.
Oh, I thought you meant that maintenance workers knocked off the idea of this beard and they were all walking around with braided beards. Oh, you mean that somebody actually broke this thing?
It sounds like they broke it.
Oh, that's awful.
That is awful.
What were they doing? What were they doing handling it?
They probably thought it was a handle.
Oh, boy. Well, you mean ex-maintenance workers?
Yeah, that sounds like a lot of trouble to be in.
All right. Well, this is a kind of a weird King Tut, but maybe I'll just kind of blend other things into it or something.
Oh, Twigs. Okay, baby. Okay.
That might be the idea.
Oh gosh, Twigs is really gonna have to lay on my microphone.
So.
Okay. Hook it up here so she's not laying on it. I know, baby. I know. You know, dogs really love to have their routines. I feel for these babies. They have been trying to be adaptable and They just need a little snuggle. So Mary is adding, the same workers tried to hide the damage by gluing the beard back on. They did a terrible job and were later prosecuted. I mean, that would be, can you imagine the abject terror?
Get some crazy glue.
Oh man, that would be terrible.
All right, so there's my would-be King Tut. King Tut. Remember that Steve Martin song?
I sure do. Oh, Nancy is on a tear.
Didn't he move to Arizona?
King Tut?
Yeah, wasn't there part of the song, Move to Arizona?
I don't know.
King Tut.
Nancy said, did you hear about the archaeologist who got fired? His life was in ruins. She also says, last time I heard that joke, the Dead Sea was only sick.
She's going to be here
Our
all
resident
week.
comedian.
She'll be here all week. All right, I'm moving on because I'm
MoveOn.com.
Moving on. Hope you all are okay with that. If you want to take a picture of the king, please do.
Patient said he moved to Babylonia.
Oh, not Arizona. Okay. Sorry. I met a guy yesterday who has a YouTube channel devoted to Route 66, and I think that was kind of that song.
Get your kicks
on Route 66.
On Route 66.
So I think I'm just going to put a scarab up here. I'm just going to kind of blend this stuff all together just to make it seem like I knew what I was doing. Scarab. This is a particularly gorgeous one, isn't it?
It is. Look at all that inlay. Absolutely
and this
stunning.
is like lapis lazuli or something.
Which is, didn't they grind that up in order to make paint?
No, they ground up mummies in order to make paint. Oh, they did lapis lazuli too, yes. But you know, we were talking about this yesterday, the fact that they, in the 19th century, they would make yellow out of mummies, supposedly, like mummies' remains. I think it was yellow. That was like a relatively common thing in watercolor. Hard to imagine.
Cochineal beetles, isn't that the other thing that David Pyle used to always talk about?
I think that's red.
They made red? ODE says caput mortem color. I don't know. I probably butchered that pronunciation.
Caput, what?
Caput mortem with 2 M's color.
I'm not sure what that means.
Mummy brown.
Oh, mummy brown.
No, I don't know. Thistle says Daniel Smith still has a lapis watercolor. Cindy wants to know what is the next object. Wow, Cindy, you're on like fast forward today?
Cindy, please slow down. You're making me nervous. Have you really drawn this entire thing already, or are you just like, meh, not doing it, not interested?
All right, Patience says Mummy Brown came about because of a mistranslation.
Oh, okay. It was actually made by an old woman named Brown. Mummy Brown. You have a lovely daughter. Do you know that song?
No.
Herman's Hermits.
You refer to Herman's Hermits so often, and every time you ask me.
Greatest band ever.
Yeah, I don't. They're not part of my lexicon.
Time to wisen up. It's a kind of hush all over.
Cindy said she wants to know what this is. So it's a scarab beetle. Scarab beetle. It looks like it's a piece of jewelry, right?
Yeah, it's not really a beetle.
Right.
It's a
you can see that the carving in the blue, which we believe is lapis lazuli. Lazuli. Is a beetle. They're considered mystical creatures, right?
I guess.
Again, we Googled all of this yesterday. We read up, and it's when the chaos of this morning has exited my brain.
This is actually kind of meditative, but I'm racing. So I hope you're taking your time, because this is actually kind of fun in a Zentangle sort of way.
There you go, baby. Whew, let's hope that dog stops barking. Garrett said a scarab was used as a power source for the first and third Blue Beetles from DC Comics.
I didn't know that. I've never even actually heard of the Blue Beetles. All right, well, that's whatever. It's just a reminder, folks, don't draw and huff paint at the same time. It's not a good combination.
I'll tell you, it was actually during Draw With Me Again that we were like getting
high.
Sort of intoxicated with paint fumes. And right after that, Danny had to leave to go to an event. And I got home, and after having left the house briefly and dropping him off and coming back, I realized, oh my God, it's lethal in here. So I had to open all the doors and windows and sit outside with the dogs, and we were freezing, and we sat out here for, I want to say, like 3 hours.
Really?
And I was afraid to go back inside. I thought about all my brain cells dying. That's why I don't remember anything about ancient Egypt, even though we read about it yesterday.
So we know that this is the Sphinx. It's not the Sphinx that you see in the desert. I decided to get the Sphinx because he's
easier to draw.
No, he's just like less ruined. Like if you look at the Sphinx that you traditionally see by the pyramids,
he's been
it's like it's
damaged by maintenance workers.
Yeah, it's the whole face is not good. So I sort of thought it might be nicer to have that, and it'll put him over here. Do a small one. I don't know. I think this is all gonna blend into some kind of a weird collage in the end. So Sphinx is half lion, half woman, isn't it? Is it a woman or a man?
I mean, it looks like it has a beard. Yeah. I can Google. I can apply the Google to this.
We should get Google as a sponsor.
It would be helpful if I knew how to spell it. It came up, what is syphilis?
Yeah, that's...
Sphinx?
I mean, they might have had that too. SPHINX.
Thank you. The Sphinx is a treacherous and merciless being with the head of a woman, the haunches of a lion, and the wings of a bird.
And the beard of a man. It's kind of terrible, isn't it? They're saying like women are equivalent to these other terrible creatures, scary creatures. I don't know. Yeah, it's definitely got a beard.
It's a handle, as we now know.
It's a handle to be broken off and glued back on.
Maybe we should broadcast out in the yard more often. It really is nice with all these birds.
Yeah, if we can get the painters to come back and set up this tarp every time, that would be perfect. Because I used to do it in the front yard sometimes, just because
Sometimes if you were going to do nature journaling, you would go out, because Danny's little computer desk is...
It rolls everywhere.
Well, yeah, it's built. It's a husky table.
I made a video about it.
That's right, you did on the YouTube channel. There's a extensive video about Danny's desk.
Very proud of it. Very small number of people are very interested in it. Most people don't care. But it's if you're into behind the scenes stuff, you can see how I made it. It's probably my greatest accomplishment. All right, there's a Sphinx sitting up there. This is going to get better. So if you're feeling really depressed by it, don't be.
You know, sometimes I can see like large jumps in the number of people watching now. And
Did you just lose a bunch of people?
No, so far people are hanging tough. I think they like the birds.
All right. So here, this is actually the one that I wanted to draw the most. It was Queen Nefertiti. But now she's kind of overwhelmed by King Tut. But I'm going to put her right here next to him. Although I don't know that they have anything to do with each other. She wasn't his queen, right? No.
I doubt it.
I don't know my ancient Egyptian history very well.
Maybe we need to embark on a course of study.
No.
She has an awesome hat. People haven't like jumped off the stream. However, they're very quiet in the chat, so I think people are
Drawing, hopefully.
Yeah, I think they are.
That's kind of the idea.
Oh, Fran just jumped in. Hi, Fran.
This queen is quite... I've made her hat way too big, but...
She's quite beautiful.
Yeah, I was going to say, she's like Audrey Hepburn or something.
Yeah, Liz just mentioned it's hard to draw and type at the same time. Sometimes people get cranky because they wonder why I'm not drawing as well. And it's like, what Danny is doing is so supremely difficult. Managing tech, dealing with...
Painters, inhaling...
bugs barking.
Inhaling paint?
Paint fumes, no. I mean, honestly, it is beyond my abilities to manage. It sure is. It's hard to talk and draw at the same time, and it's hard to type and draw and talk at the same time.
It's hard to draw.
It's
hard to draw.
It's hard to draw while inhaling paint fumes.
Right, well, she's a bit odd looking, but yeah. I think when this whole page is full, you'll at least know that it's probably Egyptian stuff.
I mean, the King Tut, I think, set the tone straight off.
What tone is that?
That it's ancient Egypt.
Yeah.
It's unmistakable.
Yeah, you get it. Okay, I'm going to take a drink of water. I'm racing through this, but I'm kind of doing that because I'm thinking...
You're going to use your tempera sticks?
It's better to do a lot of drawings under this circumstance than a few. So I'm going to do... Okay, so this is... I'm not sure how we're going to deal with this one. But this is sort of like the classic Egyptian, profile people. You know what I mean? Like walk like an Egyptian.
Classic Egyptian profile people.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
I do.
So I'm going to sort of like freeform it. So I'm going to...
Are you going to try to accomplish those hieroglyphic?
No, I'm just going to try and focus on doing a profile person.
2D.
Well, it's not
2D
just
or not 2D?
But it's not
That
just
is the
2D because
question.
it's like their eyes are in profile. They're not. Their eyes are facing forward, but their face is facing to the side, right? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
So.
This is like an ancient version of the headlamps we sometimes wear. Those are a great invention, I have to say.
This is like an Egyptian spelunker. Holding an ink.
You pronounce it onk or ink?
It depends. I learned about it from my uncle.
Yeah, I would say onk, but I could very well be wrong. We've revealed
The ignorance.
extensively our lack of comprehension.
If there are any Egyptians in the audience, we apologize to your ancestors. This is actually the most fun that I'm having.
The profile person?
Yeah.
You made it like a mermaid. Yeah, I was just going to say you're a little bit off the
Merman.
page.
That's one of my favorite sounds you're hearing right now. It always reminds me of when we moved to this house. The sound of the quails.
No, that's a mourning dove.
No.
The quails go.
That's a mourning dove?
Yeah.
Okay, well, there you go. Maybe I'll put another profile person like up here.
You're going to use the same profile person from this reference?
Well, I have this other woman here.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, she looks like a Kardashian or something. Yeah, this is quite elegant. Unfortunately, she doesn't have a beard.
She has wonderful hair, wonderful geometric hair. Now we've got like a little biplane flying over.
It's all happening. She's like a nice upper arm bracelet. I don't know, is there a name for that kind of bracelet?
You know,
like
a cuff?
Cuff. Yeah, exactly. That's right.
Are cuffs only on the wrist though?
I think it's a bicep cuff.
I feel like Gen C would know this.
A resident fashion historian.
Noah's asking about the pen. It is a Pentel brush pen. Danny has a fancy special edition on the case. It's a regular brush pen though.
But you can buy the fancy one. It's not
Yeah.
that fancy.
And they're actually not tremendously more expensive.
I think they're the same price.
No, I think the special edition, because you can refill it so you can keep that forever. Like it's a
That's
durable
true of old
thing.
Pentel brush pens.
Right, that's true too. But I'm just saying it's
All right, so this
cost is
this
amortized over time.
So we could put in some hieroglyphics somewhere.
I think you should. Although it's a little troubling that we don't know exactly what they say.
Probably say. Kind of cute, actually. I'm just throwing in some random hieroglyphics.
You're off camera, babes.
Correct. I fixed it.
Oh. So there's some leaf blowers from a neighboring property.
Yeah, in case you missed the leaf
They
blowers.
don't exactly count.
All right, well, that kind of like fills in. Like you could theoretically fill this whole thing in with
It would be kind of fun to do it all the way around the border, no?
Yeah, it would be.
A couple of people in the musical instrument collage filled in their white space with little floating musical notes, which I thought
I did that in mine too.
a sign of a genius.
I did that in mine as a sign because I am a genius. I filled mine with a treble clef and then a bunch of notes. So thanks to anybody else who did that too. So yeah, so maybe later on I'll do this. I could fill in all here, go down the edge. Let's just see. This is all sort of blending into someone kind of elaborate cartouche.
I was going to say, it almost looks like like a coloring book page.
That's true. All right, so this is Anubis, the dog, the jackal god. I think it's very cool. And kind of want to have, I think I just want to do his head bent down here. Just do a big Anubis head. I wish I thought about this beforehand.
Is he going to be laying on his back?
No, I'm just going to do his head and a big long snout.
You're not going to get that awesome stance? The warrior stance?
No, I'm just going to focus on this snout. It's an opportunity to draw the other thing I like drawing the most, which is dogs. Dogs with big Milli Vanilli hairstyles.
Oh, the head is off the screen?
I fixed it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there's a little lag sometimes.
Sorry about that, folks. I think I'm going to do dueling Anubi.
Patient said, I mean the reference, but I can see the head of the reference.
Yeah, the head of the reference is there.
What?
She can't see the head of the reference?
Yeah, I think you just need to.
I think you just scroll.
I think you need to scroll,
your window
Patience.
down. Yeah, it's definitely there.
Now you're a little off screen too.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's true.
That was a good solve for your composition problem.
I agree.
Wow, somebody's giving us like a lot of floaty little hearts. That's kind of fun. Somebody is feeling the love.
Right back at you. It kind of looked like Moomin trolls.
They're not fat enough. It's like low carb Moomin.
Slenderized.
Atkins Moomin.
All right, so now I need to fill this in.
Do you have any other?
I don't. I've run out of reference. It's never happened before. I know what I'll do. I'm going to go and continue King Tut.
Wait, say again?
I'm going to go continue King Tut.
Oh. Give him a chess piece? Yeah, what about pyramids?
That's true.
I feel like that's sort of like the obvious thing. Libel says color.
We'll get there.
I do feel like this is a coloring book page. Laurel is voting more hieroglyphics.
Yeah, that's a good idea too.
I mean, you could totally cheat and throw in a camel. I wouldn't tell anyone. Yeah, you didn't get a cat, which, you know, ancient Egyptians and cats, that's one of the first things I think of. Nova says aliens. Put a little spaceship.
Oh, that's true. Building the pyramids.
Dr. Octopus says Google draw with me in hieroglyphics and draw them.
I didn't know that you could do that.
I think you can. In hieroglyphics. Write your name in hieroglyphics. Okay, let's try it. Draw with me. Nope, it won't do it. I tried.
All right, so I drew 4 camels. Looking like little ants.
They might be aliens.
Possibly.
Jay is saying, fear of empty spaces happening here?
Absolutely. Most terrifying thing. So I'm drawing a little alien in a spaceship here. Never drawn a spaceship before. I mean, a flying saucer.
Maybe that's a topic for next week.
Oh boy. Yeah, remember weren't we talking about that as a possible subject? I thought so.
Aliens and UFOs?
Mm-hmm.
I think that would be fun.
So yeah, so we should just do some more.
They are them says everyone knows they use time travel to get dinosaurs to help them build the pyramids, not UFOs. LOL. Hey, prove the theory wrong before you laugh.
So yesterday we were driving and there was a car in front of us that had not a bumper sticker, but painted on the back of the car, and
on a little truck.
It said the Earth is flat and
trust your senses.
No, and stationary. The Earth is flat and stationary. Trust your senses.
All right, now you're back behind
So I rear-ended him.
behind a reference.
I flattened the back of his truck.
I wouldn't want to waste my bumper on that. You're yeah, there you go.
Hieroglyphics, I don't really know what I'm doing when I do hieroglyphics, but they kind of end up looking sort of hieroglyphical.
It's like mark making.
Yeah, I just think like an Egyptian.
But do you walk like an Egyptian?
Yeah, this is one of those pages, as you said, like it could be like a coloring book. You could totally fill in every square inch of it. Totally. What else? What else?
A cat? Do you want to do a cat?
I'll do a cat.
I feel like that is a. Do you want to get rid of Tut or
Get rid of him. Oh,
Anubis?
sorry. And Anubis too. All right. So what does a cat? What does an Egyptian cat do? It just sort of sits there, right? Looking. Does it have?
I mean, it's pretty consistent with the regular cat.
But they have necklaces and stuff.
Yeah, but it's it doesn't look mythical. It looks like a cat, like a bedazzled cat.
All right, well, that's not a very good one, but yeah, there is a cat in there now. Yeah, this is a big black cat. Okay, fair enough. What else? I think we're almost done with it. So I'll probably fill in all the rest of this with... I'm going to go look up some more hieroglyphics and fill it in.
Are you going to apply color?
I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm in the mood. I feel like if I can fill this whole thing with hieroglyphics, that'll be my statement.
I will say we dragged your whole art carts out here to the backyard.
Oh, all right.
You could have just brought a pen.
Let me just look at King Tut for 1 minute. Okay.
Theo says cats were seen as protectors, especially of homes and food stores. They help protect grain stores from rats and mice, which was vital in an agricultural society like ancient Egypt.
I think that's good. I mean, it doesn't seem like worthy of making a whole cult out of them, though.
Oh, Blissful Forever 888 said it would look so good if it was all black ink plus metallic gold highlights. What if do you have any gold leaf?
I do have gold paint here, and I think I have gold paint here. So you're in luck. It's going to have some gold in it. But I agree with you. I'm feeling like I don't want to introduce lots of colors into this. But I might change my mind. Right.
So Nova says, fun fact, tuxedo cats technically originate from Egypt, and Sylvester would be worshipped.
Oh, really? Yeah,
Love that.
That feels very much like his personality, too.
So Ryan is asking, has never used a brush pen before and think he'd like to buy one. Ryan, I can't tell from your profile if you're a male or a female, Ryan. Would my hands smudge the drawing if I rest my hand on the page?
Are you left-handed? They dry very quickly.
They do. I mean, yeah.
I don't think you have to worry about it. They dry pretty quickly. It's not like you've got like big. It's not like drawing with a putting a brush into ink. You know, shoot, I completely did it.
Like what you did yesterday when you like totally bled through your page on Draw With Me Again. If anyone's wondering about Draw With Me Again, if you like the show and you want to do it more, become a member of the channel and you can join us for a special members-only sesh on Wednesdays.
I don't even know where my sketchbook is from yesterday.
It was on your desk this morning.
Who knows?
Is this it?
Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah, I'll show you what I did yesterday. I haven't even
literally under his nose.
I have not looked at it since yesterday, so I have no idea. But I vaguely remember that I drew the Mona Lisa in colored ink.
There were a lot of paint fumes. It's remarkable that
we're still here, still alive.
It was brutal. Honestly, when you're in it, you don't realize it. But like I said, I dropped Danny off for a social event, and I was going to go do something. And I thought, oh my gosh, I can't leave the dogs in the house. It's just potent.
All right. Yeah, I think this gold is nice. Not sure exactly what to do with it.
I mean, it looks flat on the camera, but it's very shiny.
Oh, it is shiny. I mean, you can see. Yeah, it is metallic. It's not just brownish yellow.
It's not, what was it, mummy colored? Mummy head?
No mummies were killed in the process of making this.
Dead mummy?
Yeah. But even this, like this could be quite nice with just using gold to fill things in. I mean, I could have done this with all metallic colors actually.
Yeah, you're a little off your page
Yeah,
again.
I'm trying to get back on field. All right, well, I think...
I know we started late, but we did tell the painters we would get out of their way by 10.
I'll just show you quickly my Mona Lisa. I'd like to show myself the Mona Lisa. But I'll work on this some more and I'll post it so you guys can see what I did. And I look forward to seeing what you did. So,
Mona Lisa, Mona Lisa.
So let me just get this guy out of here. Here's my Mona Lisa from yesterday. Yeah, so this I did with drawing ink and a brush
Winsor
and a dip
Newton?
pen.
Winsor Newton drawings?
Yeah.
We looked at
And
those
look at it did.
packages. Like, they were so cute.
Look at that. I actually kind of like it.
I
too.
know. I think you're going to have to make
just
some
gonna
cool
leave it.
abstract thing out of that.
Yeah, I'm just going to leave it because it's yeah. And there's also, if you draw with me again, we did. This is what we did with Draw with Me Again last week, which is all things that start with C.
That's where the camel came in.
Yeah, there's the camel, and there's the pyramid. So if you're interested in doing this kind of thing, or better, become a member of this channel.
Oh,
not this
no.
again.
Make it
Where
stop.
did that come from? Okay. We're out of time, but it's been fun, and I'm glad that we did this. Honestly, 10 minutes before we
You almost
started,
quit. You almost
I
gave
was
up.
like, this is insane. Why are we doing this? But I'm glad that we did. Are you glad that we did?
Yeah, I enjoyed it. Although I'm kind of cold, and I feel like I need to go get a hot cup of tea in me.
If we can get into our kitchen.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Thanks for coming.
Yes,
Thanks
thanks
for
for
hanging
coming.
and enduring our bird song and bad light and
Yeah, thanks for being a good
bugs.
sport. So here's what I would like you to do. I'd love to see your Egyptian stuff. I hope that you were able to do it despite the speed with which I was moving. So if you did, please share it on Facebook or on Instagram or in the schoolyard and tag it #SBSDrawWithMe. Also, I write an essay every Friday. And you can sign up for it and get it for free at dannysessays.com. I wrote a pretty good essay this week, which is actually about using tools for different purposes than what they were originally intended for.
Like mummies for paint?
Exactly. So it's just an idea that occurred to me, so I wrote about that. And that's generally how this thing works. Also, consider becoming a member of this channel. You'll be supporting what we do, and it's really not very much money. It's a couple bucks. But you can also join us on Wednesdays when we do Draw With Me Again. So,
And you get fun little like custom emojis.
yeah, so why not?
Why not?
Just click the join button, or if you can't figure that out, go and look below here. Sometimes on iOS, things like iPads and phones, you can't see the join button because of some stupid Google thing.
But, don't say mean things about Google.
No, Google's awesome. But you know what I mean. So sign up. Also subscribe to this channel. Give us a thumbs up, the usual hoo-ha. We'll see you again next week. It was really fun drawing with you today.
We'll be back indoors.
We'll be back. Hopefully, everything will be back to normal. See you then. Thank you, JJ. Thanks for joining me.
Thanks for having me.
See you next